Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. A lot of reactions have trailed what happened in Imo State, in Enugu, and some parts of southeastern region. Lot of saddening situation, especially during the Easter festive season. There seems to be so much negativity coming out from that region. While the chairman of the Southeastern Governors Forum, have opened up on a lot of issues, and honestly, he feels honestly they should be hiding themselves in shame. According to some of his words, they felt so bad, But you get to find out why he said what some of the things he said, and why he feels these things is not proper, and who is putting all the blames on right now. But before we go into the news proper to find out what it is that Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State is saying, don't forget that his people also are also involved in this whole sad story. We'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the Ebonyi State Governor and Chairman of Southeastern Governors Forum, that's Engineer David Umahi, has at some hours ago actually said that the governors of southeastern region were currently hiding their faces in shame. Obviously, one of these things about insecurity is one of your cardinal rule as a governor. You're the chief security officer. One of your cardinal rule as the president. So if for any reason there's insecurity, honestly, you have failed not just yourself, you've also failed the people you're representing. But let's continue with the news anyway. Governor David Umahi stated that the headsmen, that's the southeastern governors now, the southeastern governors now, fought hard to protect them. The southeastern governors fought hard to protect the headsmen, were the ones killing the people. These are the warnings some of them have been mentioning, but they were like, no, one Nigeria is sacrosanct. Everybody is entitled to stay everywhere, regardless of, and not some rules. They're like, no, whatever rules you're going to enact will make other people who are not indigenous to the place uncomfortable. For that reason, let's not enact those rules or enact those bills. At the end of the day, the indigenous people are the ones suffering this mayhem. Let's continue. Now they now understand why some of them are saying what they're saying. He said the governor made these remarks in Abakaliki, the state capital, when Vice President Yemi Osinbajo paid a condolence visit to the state as at Sunday. Umahi said, even when the killings happened, very unprovoked taking down, some people said they gave the governor of Ebonyi State 21 days to resign. We have been called all sorts of names. That's the people now. His people have been called. His people have called him and other governors of the southeastern region all sorts of names, and we feel ashamed that the same people we fight for day and night as governors and leaders of Southeast to ensure the oneness of this country would know about attacks on Ebonyi State, and they were asked to leave and they left, and we were slaughtered and massacred and brought down. What face do we have to face? What face then do we have to look at our people? We feel so ashamed to face our own people. When this thing happened, Your Excellency is now talking to the vice president now. Say, I continue now. When this thing happened, Your Excellency, there was going to be a very strong violent retaliation. But I thank God for the leaders of this state. I thank God for CAN, that's Christian Association of Nigeria. I also thank God for the youth and the traditional rulers. We immediately called for a stakeholders meeting and reached an agreement and said for the interest of this country, there will be no retaliation. But we are happy that you, that's Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, have a document that has been given to you. We are not saying it shouldn't be investigated, but that document is information that came from the phone of the murderers, and that's what the community printed out and handed over to you. We demand a proper investigation. Umahi said 3 communities of Obiego, Egedegede, and Amezu in the Isielu Council area and the Efum community in Ohagu local government area of the state needed the sum of 5 billion naira from the federal government to rebuild their homes and resettle. Umahi added, We demand that justice be given to the victims. This is the agreement and this is the promise I made to the people of Ebonyi State during our extraordinary meeting on how to calm the situation. But it is also very annoying that herdsmen in other parts of the state are being asked to quit because they want to attack again. This is one attack that must not be attempted. This is because, as the chief security officer, I am to report to the federal government. I may not be able to control it. Let this madness stop. No one has the monopoly of violence. It is beginning to clear everybody. He said no one has monopoly of violence. But we assure the federal government that there will be no retaliation, believing that justice will be done. This is because what was provided this afternoon by way of information is good enough to unravel what happened to us. We plead with the federal government to assist the people of Egedegede with the sum of 2 billion naira so that they rebuild their homes and settle down. On the unfortunate killings in Evium community, we are equally pleading with the federal government to assist the people with the sum of 3 billion naira so that they can rebuild their homes. Meanwhile, the federal government said it had deployed 200 police and soldiers in the troubled Efium community in Ohaku Council area and Egedegede, Obiegu and other places to address the security situation. The Vice President Yemi Osinbajo stated this on a Sunday in Abakaliki and assured the people that justice will be served in the case of persons who were recently brought down, killed by assailants in Ishielu local government area, council area of the state. Well, this looks quite interesting, but it's obviously getting clearer that we have a situation in our hands. But if you let's look at this thing very critically, just very quickly. There's a call log and they were able, thank God for digitalization. The call log showed all the calls made and what went down. Like what David Umahi said, the reasons why the likes of Mazen Namdekano and some Igbo youths keep looking at the governors during their Southeast Governors Forum and keep calling them saboteur. It's simply because, honestly, it's just he summarized it in his statement. It's simply because several times they want to let's flush out this Fulani Herdsmen out of our community. They'll say no, no way. This is Nigeria. We are one Nigeria. They can settle anywhere in as much as they are law abiding, they are peaceful. No way. In fact, they actually went against their people's wishes more often than not, just to protect, to give the Fulani Herdsmen a sense of home, a sense of belonging that no matter where you are, in any part of the southeastern region, you are home. So it's painful coming from him actually, coming from the fact that backdrop of the fact that they had that all along you guys would have gone against our own people to protect, had an intel of such that is about to happen. You didn't even say, okay, even if I will not tell the people, let me at least tell the governor that look, these people want to do this too. I could still remember there was a video that went viral where the young man actually mentioned, say the day you see any Fulani man that's living in your community, pack his things and go. Know that there's a problem. And that's exactly what happened. Let's put in our comment section, please. What's your take on this mind-blowing revelation coming from